Oh, people. Hi, people. Oh, jeez. I gotta mess with that camera here and get this. Oh, shit. Situated. Okay. How am I doing? And maybe more to the point, how are you doing? Listen, we had high hopes for this year, did we not? Like at the end of this, the holiday season this year was like, well, there's a new year coming in. Oh, kids. Oh, this year is going to be, next year is going to be amazing. It's going to be so much better than 2025, which did not comport itself well. At least insofar as the inauguration of one Donald Quigley Trump. And then a strange couple of things happened as we got into the new year, and I don't want to try to make light of anything because it's been a fucked up week, man. I'm not telling anybody that they don't already know, but Jesus Christ, man, this is these are harsh tokes, and so I want to kind of acknowledge it and say, like, it's, I hate this expression, but like I feel like we had the Venezuela debacle, and then the Trump administration is like, hold my beer, we'll do one better, and so they have. So anyway, listen, like I was saying in the thread, I mean, I really feel like this to me, excuse me, oh, I'm so charming. So I did the thing. So I will just, and I'll get back to that point in just a second. But I did that thing that I was talking about earlier, which is last week when I was saying that we had just sat here waiting for 8 o'clock to roll around. We didn't do that this time. For some reason, I like to just take it right down to the wire. Because if I'm sitting around and just cogitating too much, it's just like people with my psychology do not do well with too much free time. And that's kind of what it was. So anyway, I was just scarfing down dinner at the very last second. And then, of course, eructations is the Latin for burping. I don't fucking know. Anyway, listen, I do want to acknowledge this though, because this is, this is kind of what started this show. The spirit of what started this show was the fact that in hard times we would get together, right? We would come together. We would, enjoy one another's company and really just love each other. And, because in a time like this, the fuck else can you do? Am I right? I mean, it really isn't. Yeah. So listen, if I come up with any other ideas, I'll let you know. You'll be the first. You'll be the first if I, fucking, I don't know, general strike. I have no fucking clue. But in any event, I'm just glad you guys are here. Let's get started. Let's have some haha, shall we?
Here are your hosts, Stefan and Laura.
Oh my goodness. Hi. It's just me tonight. Laura's got a tum-tum going on, so she's going to be joining you in the comments over there. Say hi to her. Hey, it's Keith Reynolds, everybody. How are you? It is 11 away. He's eating all his kid sister's candies. Let's see what people are saying here. So Laura's hanging out. She's got kind of a bad tum going on tonight. So Carrie says that she is eating carbs. My mom is here as well, not doing so well. We're just gonna kind of hang together here, and we'll see if we can make each other, see if we can squeeze a little laughter out of this. And honestly, even if we don't, it's just good to hang out. Even if nobody's in a particularly funny mood. It's just good to be together. And I'm so glad that all you guys are here tonight. Carrie says it's 8:07 p.m. and she's eating carbs. Good. Always good call. Listen, I would say that this is in some way you guys. This is not a deviation for me. This is sort of standard issue for my evenings, generally speaking. But I'm still doing my beer drinking thing. Let's see. So total reasons for not getting killed. Let's see. Working in healthcare is its own special hellscape in January. So Kathy's at least busy. Busy helps. Honestly, just being busy at a time like this absolutely helps. So I'm so glad that you guys are all here tonight. This is wonderful. I think there's no better way to start than just saying, literally, because I think we need this. What is the most comforting thing that you can think of? What is the most comforting thing that you can think of? We'll start there. Da-da-da-da-do. Because, let's if we can't have it in reality, at least let's go there in our minds. Am I right? Jesus H. Christ. Yeah, so, this year so far, not better. And I also want to say, as I mentioned in the thread, we lost our dear friend Bryant this last week as well, and it was very sudden. And it's hard to know how to make sense of something like that when somebody is just there and then they're not there anymore. And I've been making it a real point of reaching out to the people who really matter to me. And telling them that I love them, because you just never fucking know, man. So I love you all, and I love each of you people, and I'm just so glad that you're a part of my life. So I just wanted to wanted to say that, and I'm and obviously I'm missing my buddy Bryant. And of course, for those of you who remember Bryant, he was the one who gave us the Julie the hamster story during one of our early moth nights. And he told the story of shop dropping Julie the hamster. Let's see. So, what is the most comforting thing that you can think of? Let's see. Tim says drinking carbs. Yes, sir. Joining you in that, my brother. Just ate a chicken bake from Costco. Costco has the best fucking shit, you guys. It is crazy how good it is. I want to be a part of Costco's test kitchen. Like, what is going on in there? Every time I go in, they've got some new, like the cold case is just getting, it's like they're going to be doing, fucking, they're going to be doing like French cuisine. Bouillabaisse. All right, this is fabulous. Thank you, Costco. Let's see. Mike's getting wasted in real time. Please, brother, join me. Won't you? Join us, won't you? Puppy dog kisses. Yes. Let's see. The Care Bear store. Oh, it's the Care Bear store. Who doesn't love the Care Bears? Watching Midnight Run more than 1,000th time. Good call. I love a good comfort film like that. Let's see. Everyone dies eventually. Kathy, I had that same thought when I wrote the clue. I was just like, it's not forever. The people don't live forever. They just don't. The long way to no bits. Yeah, says my mom. Yeah. McRibs are not really made of pork, but the tears of the pork industry ripple. I saw that headline. You sit tight, my brother. We will get to that. Let's see. A whole bunch of teddy bears line up and just shower love on you. That's exactly right. Julie the hamster will remain in the files of the only show till the end of time. Correct. Fuzz says he cannot type it here. We're all thinking the same thing. My mommy, says Angie. Exactly. Let's see. Since Kathy said it first, I'm going to go with Kathy for everyone does eventually. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, my goodness. Listen. As I've been want to do over the last few weeks, I have been finding things on the interwebs that just amuse the shit out of me, and for no other reason than they amuse the shit out of me. I am sharing them with you. So, for example, we could stand to watch this one a few thousand times. This one, I think, was it gets you right in the feels. This one.
Well, that's a beauty. You trading, huh? All right, hold on. Here you go, little buddy. Fair deal.
Oh, how adorable is that? Oh, Mr. Otter. Honestly, apparently Ange has been into otters for years, and I didn't know this, but so I grew up around otters in the Monterey Bay Area, and I was just like, oh, there's an otter out there. I didn't realize just how cute and smart they were. Oh, they're so freaking cute. So anyway, but this item, I cannot stop watching this video. I don't even think it needs any fucking setup. It's a hard turn. Don't expect OtterCore with this, but yeah, this is the one. This is the video that I've been watching on repeat all week.
My sister had a baby with my father. Let's talk about it.
Nope.
No! Let's not talk about it. How about that? Let's watch that again, because it's so fucking great.
My sister had a baby with my father. Let's talk about it.
Nope.
I love that so fucking much. Nope. He just fucking disappears. Oh, yes. Certain things. It's honestly, that is one of the best things I've seen on social media probably ever, and it lasted 6 seconds. Like brevity is the soul of wit, said Willie the Shake. Anyway, what are some other things we're not talking about? Other things we're not going to talk about. Boo, 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 boo. Other things that we're not talking about. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is this feels all right. Yeah, we're here together. We're here together. How about that? How about that? Oh my goodness. Yes, we do not want to know anything about. The closest I want to get to that is watching Chinatown. Right? That's as close as you want to get to that. My sister, my daughter, my sister. Yeah, how about that? That's my Faye Dunaway impression. Nope. The power of nope. Let's see. If you call a river otter a sea otter, the people of Sammamish will slaughter you. That's true. That is true. But you know what? The people of Sammamish, they're not a strong people at all. I think I could take them, Carrie, is what I'm saying. Except for Eric, of course. I don't think I could take Eric. Let's see. Things we're not talking about. MAGA. Trump. Let's see. Too bad there are documented cases of male otters forcefully copulating with baby harbor seals. They do. Yeah, otters get a little rapey. Whoopsie. Let's see. That charge on my credit card. Oh, my God. And my browser history. Be careful with that. Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno, says Carrie. Let's see. No, the seals are predators. Can't do funny on this one. Yeah, that's true. The size ratio makes no sense. It doesn't. It makes absolutely no sense because they're so much smaller, but they're scrappy, right? They're like, little pugilist guy. Hey, come on now. I'll give you what for, see? Adult circumcision. Let's see what happened when you drank that colonoscopy prep a little too fast. Yes. I don't know. Hey, listen, it's going to get you one way or another, as Blondie, as Deborah Harry once said. So you might as well. Here's the thing about the colonoscopy prep. You're going to want to pound that stuff because it's not easy getting down. You know what it's like? It's like thick Gatorade, right? Nobody wants to think about thick Gatorade. And then, and you're whoever's doing the colonoscopy, who's advising you in advance, will usually say, make sure it's nice and cold. I'm like, fuck that. That's going to give me a headache. Just get it in me. Just get that stuff in me. Clean it out. And don't forget, take photographs. Oh, after you've evacuated every single thing that is inside your body, you're going to want to take photographs. You'll see cheekbones you haven't seen in a while. Oh, there's a really vulgar term for this muscle right here. I don't know what the actual muscle is, but yeah, you'll see those. We're not talking about thick Gatorade. Laurel collecting her own poop. Nobody wants to talk about that. That is absolutely true. Big ass today's. Oh, hey, let's see. What's the Stranger Things finale, Joe? So apparently, now Joe, I don't know if this is true, but the rumor around the interwebs was that the Stranger Things finale was actually that it wasn't the real one, that they have another one, and that it's this whole big rumor. And apparently, if you look up Stranger Things finale and you type that into Netflix, then Stranger Things like fake finale. I don't fucking know. Man, it doesn't fucking matter. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch this last season. I was so... Oh my God, it was so like Byzantine. The plotting was so, I'm done with it. They should have just left off with Vecna the last season. All right, the true origin of Bonnie's beef, the empty bottles in my recycling bin. Listen, because of bears, we take the recycling over to my mom's recycling in her neighborhood. She lives in a nice little Mayberry kind of loop-de-loop. It's very trimmed lawns, HOA, everything's prim proper. And here comes big old Steve pulling in with his truck full of clang, truck full of clatter. Back it up. Hey, an alcoholic says what? Brrr. Crash. It's like I expect that people, are looking from out their windows. Go, what the fuck is going on out there? Now, for the people who don't see it, what's equally hilarious to me is that somebody thinks my mom drinks all that herself. I almost fell out of my chair there. Conformity Gate. We don't talk about Conformity Gate. Beating IU. Ooey pooey. Let's see the Epstein files. We don't talk about that. Let's see the January 6th insurrection. What's really in the Oval Office? Queso con carne at toxic hell is neither queso nor carne. I'll take your word for it, Fuzz. Who's the White House Barbie baby daddy? Let's see. Many years ago, they gave you castor oil for a colonoscopy. Ew! That's awful. Let's see. The incredible use of Taco Bell for the week before you colonoscopy prep. Oh, no. Timothy Busfield. That is heartbreaking, man. We just put it on the pile of the shit show that's 2026 so far. Anyway, listen, Tim had some incredibly funny answers in this round. So we can give this to my buddy Tim. Oh, Tim, look at that fucking face. Can you believe that shit? That guy's my age. What is going on here? The only thing I can think is there's a portrait of him aging terribly in an attic somewhere. I don't know. Genetics, I tell ya, has nothing to do with this. No. All right. So listen, as promised, I did. I told Ray, I grabbed this story right away because of our dear friend Ray. What's inside a McRib? McDonald's hit with a class action lawsuit claiming sandwich doesn't contain rib meat. No shit. No shit, it doesn't contain any rib meat. But I do, it does beg the question, what it does contain. What one imagines, hooves and peckers would be my best guess. But anyway, fuck McDonald's. They tried to tell me blank was blank. Fuck McDonald's. They tried to tell me blank was blank. Yabba dabba doobie ba doop dee doo. You know what? Okay, here's some comfort food for you, kids, if you're needing it, and I know you are. You know what I've been doing at night when I'm sort of spinning down? And yes, it's screen-based. Don't at me. It is watching on YouTube. They have old Looney Tunes. Oh, it's wonderful. It's so comforting. They're the cartoons that we all grew up with, except for Joe, and because he's young. Joe, don't. The adults are talking here, Joe. It's very comforting to be like, oh, that's the opera one. What's opera doc? What could you want with a rabbit? Can't you see that? Yeah, it's phenomenal. And I'd forgotten how much I loved Daffy Duck. Oh, how much I loved Daffy Duck. Oh, my goodness gracious. Let's see. Stephen Cox can make this song about the castor oil. Is that what we're talking about? Mm-hmm. Project Ava, if you know, you know. I guess I don't. I guess at me on that, Joe. And by the way, nice to see you, Joe. I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Where the second cup? He's so good looking. Oh, Tim, thank you. Flattery will get you everywhere. Clutching my pearls. The U.S. wants a democracy. The Mac was big. The Mac's getting smaller. Honestly, it's the size of a fucking ding dong now. Have you noticed this? The last time I went to McDonald's, a Big Mac used to be like that big around. It used to be a big fucking sandwich, I guess they called it, and now it's just I don't know. Pretty soon it's just going to be like a little amuse-bouche, if you will. I like to have my bouche amused. It's no where I'm going with that. Adulthood was great. They tried to tell me adulthood was great. That McNuggets are chicken. Pepe Le Pew, yes, Pepe Le Pew. Honest to God, Pepe Le Pew, I think has been Me Too'd at this point. I don't think he's welcome around these parts anymore. Let's be an old cat lady was a bad thing, says Kathy. Hamburger was a vegan. Rubble. That the one side stays hot while the other side stays cold. The hot side stays hot and the cold side stays cool. They had a football player doing that. I want to say he was from the Bears. That seems to be a weapon. Was it Refrigerator Perry? It might have been. Clear Pepsi was better. Twizzler was a red vine. No, it's not. No, it's fucking not. I don't like Twizzlers. I like red vines. The McFlurry. Ray says, they tried to tell me the McFlurry machine was broken. They're all these assholes. Our ice cream machine is down. Somebody actually did a news story on that around here. It's like they drove around to like 3 McDonald's up here on the plateau, and all of them said that their ice cream machine was broken. Bullshit, I say. The Kennedy Center was the Trump Kennedy Center, says Scott. Scotty Coates! Boom! Scott enters with a thunder that healthcare was too expensive, that Greenland wanted it. Let's see, they are better than the McDowells. Oh, McDowells. Mike, you're not failing at all, my brother. You're here. That's the win. Oh, Mike shoots, he scores by showing up. That's all we had to do tonight. All we had to do was just be here. The coffee from McCafe was good. You know, actually, I know that it's kind of, it's overhyped, but God damn it, when Lori and I lived on the East Coast, like Dunkin' Donuts coffee is so good. It is just, mwah. Let's see, I got it. Since Scott came in with the thunder, I got to give it to him. Tried to tell us the Kennedy Center was the Trump Kennedy Center. That happened this year as well, didn't it? Or did that happen before? It doesn't fucking matter. This whole, let's say this whole cumulative month. Now, I recognize, by the way, I'm not trying to be unaware of the fact that ultimately where you begin and end a year is utterly arbitrary. Like literally, we could start it right now at 8:25 and 37 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Hey, Happy New Year! And then we would do it. It's just there's going to be a whole revolution from here. But I will just say, symbolically, it's not looking real good. Not looking real good. Hey, but this week has been a very long year. Exactly right. So yeah, congrats to Scotty Scott on that one, baby. Oh, people, I'm just so glad you people are here. That's all I have to say on the matter. Let's see, what are we doing on this one? What was this? Oh, right. So Laurel discovered this delightful item here. Listen. There are a lot of things going on with this ad, and I'm going to leave you to figure out what it is. These are pants you can pee in. They're pants that you can pee in. Now, I appreciate the fact that they thought ahead to have their model wear underwear. I think that was a good move. That's a very good move. They probably wouldn't have gotten very far with their ad if they hadn't had their model wearing underwear. Although it would have attracted a certain kind of demographic, if you catch my meaning. Anyway, I know what they mean to say is that they're pants that you can pee while wearing them. But it doesn't quite come across like that now does it? So anyway, what's wrong with your pants? What's wrong with your pants? B. A pretty girl. What's wrong with your pants? I guess is another way to say it. Oh, kids. Yeah. So also, I had gotten an Oura ring. I don't know if you're aware of what these are, but they basically, you put them on, they track your vitals. They track your respiration, and they track your stress levels, and they track your heart rate and all this stuff. And for my purposes, what was most important was they track your sleep, right? So the idea was I was going to, in order to try and stop doing so much of this, Mr. Guzzlepants over here was going to try to be like, okay, well, let's just do a side-by-side comparison. On the nights when I am not having my beverages, my favorite. Oh, beer's my friend, though. Beer's my very good friend. It's hard being friends with a friend who keeps it in reserve to kill you. That's hard. But anyway, I thought, well, so on the nights that I don't drink, I'm going to see if my sleep is any better. I haven't tested that yet. But what I have determined is I will spend approximately, so I get into bed around 10 o'clock, right? And then I'll read for like maybe an hour and a half, and I'll usually fall asleep around like 11:15, 11:30, something like that. And I will be awake for that hour interregnum period, usually between 4 and 6, somewhere in there. Sometimes a little bit longer, sometimes it's hard to get back to sleep. And then I'll sleep until like maybe, 8:39 if I'm really having a shitty night. And the Oura ring, so here I am spending, let's just say for gits and shiggles that I get into bed at 10 and I get out of the bed at 9. I'm spending 11 hours in this motherfucker, horizontal. Turns out I'm getting 6.5 hours of sleep a night. That is not good. That is not good at all. So and here's the fun thing about Oura. If any of you have this, you'll know this. It will give you very, very passive-aggressive messages about your sleep patterns. It'd be like, maybe you could try sleeping a little bit more. Could I? Could I try? You might want to try and get a little bit more sleep. You might want to try and go fuck yourself, Oura ring. It's going back to Costco. I had enough. I had enough of its passive-aggressive bullshit. You know who doesn't sass me? This guy. This guy doesn't sass me. My good friend, Mr. B. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Tim is wearing them. Your pants are not crotchless. That's Scott's problem. After the holidays, somebody stuck into the closet and shrank all my pants, says Keith. I've noticed that too. I've noticed it too. They cost $80 and now only last a year. They don't burn enough calories for me. Well, they should. That's what you need to do. Hey, inventors. Hey, here's a hot tip. Get calorie-burning pants. That's what you need. The seams keep splitting in the thighs. I can't pee in them, says my mom. She can't do it. They don't hold my poo voluntarily, says Ray. I think these pants are on the list of things never to buy secondhand. Correct, Carrie. Really correct. They smell really bad if I don't wash them. You're not supposed to wash jeans. Now, I find this fact to be perplexing in the extreme, but everybody's like, no, don't wash jeans. If you need to, deodorize them or whatever, stick them in the freezer, which I'm not eating at your house if that's how you deodorize your pants. But I have noticed that for some reason, jeans just seem to have this magical property whereby they can, you can, I smoke a cigar every week. Another of my friends is going to kill me. And, I will, and then, the next day my clothes smell like cigar smoke. And then mysteriously, the next day my pants smell fine. I don't know. They seem to have some sort of, they're like a self-cleaning oven, perhaps. Laura sent them and they look fabulous, says Joe. They don't have a built-in bidet. My pockets don't have enough Benjamins in them, says Fuzz. That's true. I loaned them to my ex. They are pantyhose, no pockets. My pants are awesome. They are not holding me hostage at all. They're not threatening my life at all. Blink, Mike. Blink if you're all right. The airplane lav wash basin sprayed all of my crotch tonight, so approximately 140 passengers think I peed my khakis. Moral of the story, don't travel in khakis. Dark pants only. You never know what's going to happen. They look like the Pope blessed them. Not the best in this cold weather. Not big boy pants. Oh, Scott, are you still in short pants? I had no idea. My Oura Ring told me my bedtime is approaching. You tell that Oura Ring to fuck right off, Tim. That's what you do. I don't own jeans. I can't afford the new tariff pants, says Scott. Oh, shit, you people. Let's see. I think I'm going to give it to Fuzz for my pants don't have enough Benjamins. They don't contain enough Benjamins. You know what? It's fucking hot in here. I don't know how it got so fucking hot in here. Give me a minute. I'm going to go open a window. I opened this earlier today, and I was like, it was close in here. It was extremely close, which is a term that moms use, right? My mom used to say stuffy. It's stuffy in here, which means, I think, because she would come into my room when I was younger some mornings and be like, oh, it's stuffy in here. I need to open up a window. And that was, I think, probably code for it smells like fucking pubescent boy in here. You. Apparently, I was not stinky as a boy. I don't know. I'd like to think that's the case. Let's see. So Fuzz gets that round. We found a wonderful, wonderful item this week. Give me just 2 seconds here. Yeah, so Laura, she really knocked it out of the park this week with the memes. And she found this delightful item. Where the fuck is it? Oh, here we go. Dave is single. Oh, hey, everybody, check out Dave. Dave is single. Want to go on a date with Dave? Message him at Date Dave Philly. Dave fast facts. Dave can cook well. Dave has normal hobbies. Dave owns a cat. Pictured. Dave bought a billboard. Now, here's the killer part. The killer part's at the bottom. Look closely. It says paid for by friends of Dave. Oh, how fucking cool. How cool to have friends of yours who will actually, they're like, Dave, you're a real catch, say Dave's friends. We need to get you a billboard, young man. Get you a billboard. Get you some lady action. That's what we need to do. Now, I'm just going to say that Dave looks like a little bit of a fixer-upper, right? Dave might need to have a lady to maybe bring his fashion sense up from, say, 1995. Maybe that would be kind of a helpful thing for Dave. But here's the thing. Dave has enough friends to buy him a fucking billboard? That's a catch. And listen, and I've heard from women who are on these dating apps that it is just a shit show with the men. Men are just, and we know we're awful, but I didn't really know how awful until a friend of ours she started sending us the profiles of these guys who want to date her. And I'm like, This is the most testosterone drenched. It's just an absolute shit show. So I would say, Dave's your man, right? If you're looking for companionship, Dave's your man. Other reasons to date our friend Dave. Other reasons to date our good friend Dave. There, I don't know why I was utterly charmed by that. I thought that was. I thought first and foremost, I just think that it speaks very well of this young man that he has enough friends to get him a fucking billboard. And also, and not for nothing, Dave is a straight guy with a cat. Now, you can't. It's like, tell me you're sensitive without telling me you're sensitive. Am I right? Generally speaking, I mean, it's not like he's got, some big fucking vicious dog on a chain. Also, he goes by Dave. I mean, it's just a friendly name, right? I don't know. I personally am very, very taken with our friend Dave here. Let's see, that dude's underwear cost 5 times over the last year. I must have been breathing in too much carbon. It feels like it. Phew, I'm sweaty. Let's see. Pretty sure Dave doesn't have normal hobbies, says Carrie. Dave could glow up. I think Dave actually, Laura was like, that guy's a fixer-upper. Yeah, Lori says he has potential. Let's see, has normal hobbies, clearly. Dave looks like he'd be a fabulous addition to the D&D group that I'm part of, says Kathy. I can hook Dave up in about 30 minutes, says Mark. Yeah, I think we could. Let's see, he probably lives in his mom's basement. He might. He puts the lotion on his skin or gets a hose again. His name is not Clay, all right? Yeah. I don't know, is that a reference to my middle name? It could be. First and foremost, I don't know how you know my middle name, Eric. Are you doxing me? Is that what's happening here? Dave has the sweetest friends. A lady could fix up his little missteps. Dave has hair. Correct. He does, and you can do something with that. Listen, I'm trying. I'm taking steps. Dave, third party. Well, listen, Joe. Hey, I don't like the two big parties, so I'm gonna make a real statement by voting third party. Don't get me fucking started. His last name is David. David. Actually, there's a guy on who subs in for Terry Gross every once in a while named Dave Davies, and it's not Dave Davies from the Kinks. Not that Dave Davies. Let's see. Dave certainly voted third party. Yeah, I think Dave added that bit at the bottom because he's smart enough to know that he would want people to think that he didn't want people to think that he bought his own billboard. That could be. That could very well be. Dave has a Polaroid camera. He isn't in the Epstein files. Better than your ex. De Bears. I bet Dave is hung like Ron Jeremy. Yeah, he's knocking wood down there. Pow, pow, pow. Just listen. Listen closely. Let's see. My middle name is Clay. It's just Clay is my middle name. Let's see. The Bears shredded some cheese in public. Hey, Dave is AI. Dave gets a sweet employee discount at the dollar store. He plays a mean chord organ. He is a semi-pro gamer. I would imagine he's probably pro. Wouldn't you figure? Just look at him. I think Joe had some phenomenal answers on this last round, so we'll give that round to Joe. Hey, Lori Cole, I haven't asked if you're keeping score. I don't suppose it even really matters. Buzz. Congrats to Joe on that one. So I found this particular item. This one is from the vault of Steve, as it were. Staying on the underwear for just a moment here. Here's a pair of underwear that was probably sewn at a seam in a let's say it was kind of an inopportune place. Also, I think those are pineapples. Now, if you know, you know. I think those are swinger pants. But yeah, so and ultimately, sadly, they the underwear on the back says fart fresh, and that is the back. That is the back. Those underwear are starting fart fresh. How fresh are you? Are you fart fresh? How fresh are you? How fresh are you? Ba ba boom boom. Ba 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 ba. How fresh are you? I'm so fresh that even Mr. Whipple tried to squeeze me. Anyway, that had to do with toilet paper. I never really fully understood those ads growing up. Like, why? First and foremost, I'm like, fucking back off of Whipple there. You know, the guy, he spends his entire day in a store. Just it didn't even seem like, was it a grocery store? I couldn't really tell. And then he would come along, and it was just so irresistible. He had to go and squeeze. Maybe he's got a fetish. I was never really clear on the whole Whipple score there. But how fresh are you? Shart. Tim is shart fresh. Yeah. Sharing is caring. Live, laugh, fart. Inexhalele. Let's see. Just washed my jeans. That's how fresh Ange is. Dude wipe fresh, says Tim. I'm as fresh as my nightly tretinoin allows. Okay, so tretinoin is the skin stuff, right? Isn't that what you put on the skin? It kind of gives it's a mild peel. Is that what's happening with the tretinoin? Am I remembering that correctly? I choose not to buy the pants that you can pee in. That'll keep you fresh. It will. Barber faded my sideburns and finished the back with a straight razor. That is fresh. Honestly, you're gonna look like fucking MC Search up in this jazz. That's how good you're gonna look. I am zestfully clean, says Carrie. You're not fully clean, unless. Let's see. I'm fresh, so fresh that today feels like weeks ago. Would that it were, Mike. Can we just roll the fucking clock back? Let's see. I am. Kathy is on. Black Girl, okay. Ray is funky fresh, sure. Bonnie's beef fresh. Let's see. So fresh that I always smell like Johnson's baby powder and cool water cologne. Cool water, that sounds like something my grandfather would wear. I think my grandfather wore Aqua Velva, isn't that right, Mom? It was Aqua Velva or Old Spice. I don't remember which. There's that old man scent that we all know from our youth. Let's see. Carry out what I can hear this. The bidet is hooked up to the hot water tank, so I'm fresh. Taste the fresh in life. Mentos, fresh and full of life. The Fresh Maker. Oh, my goodness gracious. Let's go with, on this one, I'm going to give Mike this one for, feels like a week ago. That's how fresh. Oh, God. Maybe, is it possible for us to all just be put in a cryogenic chamber until such time as it's safe to come out? And I think we know what I mean by until such time. Let's see. So this was a video that Laura found this week. Somebody figured out a delightful variation on a treat from our childhood. So let's take a look at this. Absolutely not. No, sir. No Spam Krispies for any of us. I feel like this guy is probably just, clickbaiting us by being like, I'm going to cook up the grossest fucking shit that I can think of, and then I'm going to eat it. And he's thirsty, I guess, is ultimately what we're saying. And he's also actually literally thirsty because there's a lot of fucking salt in Spam. Anyway, make dessert for someone you hate. Make dessert for someone you hate. Making dessert for someone you hate. Laura's like, I am keeping score. Who got the first point? Fucking remember. I'm gonna puke. Yeah, the cowbell. Yeah, actually, that's one of the things about that video that I thought was it grabbed you was the funky fresh beat. More cowbell. That's what we want. Spam is fine, but not like that. NyQuil ice cream, says Joe. Is Spam fine? The only way that I've ever eaten Spam, and I think, Mom, you never made it, but I do feel like Graham might have made it a couple of times. It seems like I've ingested Spam at some point. But the one time I absolutely remember eating Spam was there was this Hawaiian food place that we used to go to in LA, and one of the things that they would serve, which I guess is very popular with Hawaiians, is Spam rolls. Spam rolls, those are pretty good. Because basically it's like sushi, and they just wrap it up with rice and seaweed and you get a big old hunk of Spam right in the middle. And apparently Spam is very big medicine on the Hawaiian Islands, I think because of the GIs. Spam is an acronym for something military related. It was basically something meat products, special purpose product, actual as meat, something posing as meat. That's what it is. That's what spam stands for. Thank you, Brain. Thank you very much. This is astonishing to me. I was like, the Thompson twins came on earlier, and I'm like, Alana Miles, Tom Bailey, Joe Curry, and I'm like, why? Alana Curry, Joe. Oh, Jesus Christ! Now I can't. I was, I was just trying to prove to myself that I could remember the names of members of bands, and it is very, very strange. So this one totally random song popped on to First Wave tonight. I'm like, hey, that's Stephen Tintin Duffy. I guess my brain's working somehow. You know, when you get to this age, you'll take what you can get. You will absolutely take what you can get. Let's see. So here are some delectable items, dessert items for people that you hate. Let's see. Aunt Bethany's kitty litter Jell-O mold, says Keith. Shit pie. We all saw that movie, The Help. Viola Davis. Let's see. SpaghettiOs Jell-O. Oh, but Carrie did make a SpaghettiOs Jell-O. It was actually, nobody touched it. But it looked cool. Salt braised, salt encrusted, salt ice cream with a garnish of Salt Lick, says Mike. Brownies you think are just brownies, but they're actually just brownies. That's better. That's better. Yeah, I ate the whole tray. Oh, am I going to actually have to go to the hospital? Is time going to come to a screeching halt? No, you just eat a whole tray of brownies. That's better. Tomato aspic, flavorless Cologuard cake. Let's see. Was it in Highland Park? Actually, no, this was in El Segundo, the one that we used to go to, Mike. Venison popsicles, candy corn pie. Let's see. Trump 2028 peeps. Oh, geez. Spam musubi. Yes, it is good. Chilled soup prep. Beaver cubes extraordinaire. Lima bean souffle with a, oh boy. Mom, don't read that one. Don't read what Fuzz just wrote. Grandpa's pocket candy. Let's see. Graham cooked it every once in a while. Yeah, I thought so. Chocolate pudding tacos. Oh, chocolate pudding tacos. X-Lax chocolate mousse. I got to give it to Ange for chocolate pudding tacos. There is a story behind that. Basically, our dear friend Fuzz was over. We had made some chocolate pudding, and we also had in the refrigerator. This is after a night of we had Mexican food. And we had like this chocolate pudding for dessert. And then we had also a tray of baked beans and some other fixings that were left over from the tacos. And Fuzz comes in. He had been outside. He comes in, and this is when they're staying with us. And he comes over and he like pulls some stuff out. And we watch him, and he's making lunch, right? And I don't know if we knew what he was doing or if we just decided nobody tell him. But I think he thought this was the beans, and he smears the taco with chocolate pudding. Oh, now it takes a big old bite. I'm like, what have we learned? What have we learned? All right, so chocolate pudding tacos. All right, so this next item here. All right, so I did find this one, and during the interregnum time when I could not sleep, a nude Louisiana woman, Louisiana is giving Florida a run for their money. They're adjacent to one another, not next to each other, but they're adjacent. Let's see. Wait, adjacent means next to each other. Stefan, good Lord. Nude Louisiana woman attacked cop who told her to leave a private pond. I am trying to be a mermaid, she said. She was trying to be a mermaid, so she nuded up and got in the pond and started flopping around. You look at her and you say, no way. Anyway, listen, I only get nude in public for blank. I only get nude in public for blank. I only get nude in public for blank. For a Klondike bar, apparently. Those commercials were absolutely preposterous, weren't they? They were utterly preposterous. It's like, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Well, I guess I'd look in the cushions of the couch, see if I had enough money, go down to the store and fucking buy one. Right? That's what I do for a Klondike bar. Yeah, but I don't fucking know. We actually, so I keep thinking about that story that we had here right before Christmas of a guy who was trying to get away from the cops. This is in England. He was trying to get away from the cops. And in order to evade the cops, he actually posed as one of the kings in a nativity scene. And I was like, that is so fucking clever. You actually have to let that person go. If you're the cops, you gotta just be like, you know what? Nah, come on, go on, move along, come on. I don't care what you go on a 3-state killing spree. It doesn't matter. You're clear. You get a mulligan from us, the cops, for being clever. All right, I only get nude in public for being a mermaid, says Mike. Nightmares, says Kathy. Daytime. Scott only gets nude in public for daytime. Meth maid is more like, yeah, exactly. I thought that same thing. It has a look. It's definitely got a look. Let's see. I only get nude in public for Dave, says Kathy. Days that end in Y. Fresh farts. Billboard photo shoots. An authentic. Yeah, honestly, it would have been a different story if Dave had just nuded up for the photos. Like, hello, ladies. How's it going? You get the goods. And see what show me what you're working with, said Mystical. An authentic McRib. Oh, yes. $1,000. I do love travel. Mike, he will travel. He will travel for $1,000. So get nude in public for $1,000. The summer solstice, cup sharing. Oh, Jesus. A free colonoscopy. Anything that ends his sick ass merry-go-round that we are on. Sure, if we can nude up, if that'll break the spell, does. I'm right there with you, brother. I'll nude up right now. I don't give a fuck. Full moons, chocolate pudding tacos, says Ray. I need to give this one to Kathy because she had so many fabulous answers, including Dave. She gets nude for Dave. Okay, so we're really having the fun now. Oh boy, we must be having fun because I literally fucking sweating. It's still rather warm in here. I gotta fix. So the heater is like right over there. There's a heat vent, and I keep trying to like adjust it because for whatever reason this room gets hotter. You don't give a. It doesn't fucking matter. All right, let's see. So Laurel found this next item here on this billboard. It says, bacon is our God because bacon is real. The United Church of Bacon. Everybody's got to worship something, and that is most certainly in Toronto because there's a Toronto Tower behind it. I wish Sarah were here to see if maybe she's been in attendance at the fine Church of Bacon. Anyway, I am starting my own religion, the Church of Blank. I'm starting my own religion, the Church of Blank. Boop, boop, boo. What do you worship? I don't know. Joe, are you still here? Joe and I have had, we've had a number of flying spaghetti monster conversations. Sure. Why not indeed? I'm starting my own religion, the Church of Blank, the Church of Cosplay, the Church of a Klondike Bar, the Church of AAA Calls. Oh, yes. Tow Truck Steve. I don't even know what round we're on. The Church of Beer. Flying Spaghetti Monster. Yes, Joe. Figured you'd show up for that. Thanks for them. The Church of Beer. Beer and Wurst. You know, Mike and I were having a conversation the other day just talking about our favorite European countries, and I was talking about, Spain, and he's like, the one country that he wasn't able to get to when he was there on tour for a month, and like, we gotta go. The food's amazing, blue. And then we were talking about other countries that we love, France, Italy, obviously. And we're like, because of the food. And then Mike's like, and then Germany because of the food. I'm like, no, my brother, no. That's a needle off the record moment. No. I'm gonna put a stop to that right there. I love Germany for many, many reasons, not least of which is the beer flows. Oh, every place you go is just like, oh, it's the greatest beer. It frolics on the tongue. It's so absolutely delicious. But I shit you not, I can have currywurst for 2 meals and I'm fucking done. No more. And then it's just like, how much pickled kraut and pork products can you have? And the answer for me is, I'm going to an Italian place. Lori and I were we were chuckling about the fact that our favorite place in Berlin when we stayed there was actually an Italian place. That was right by our hotel. We went there twice. And there was this wonderful young waiter there. His name was Max. And I've thought about Max over the years, and I'm like, he seemed like you know when you meet a young person, like, you're going places. I think Max is doing just fine right now, wherever he is. All right, the Church of Dave and Steve. Let's see, the Church of Tax-Exempt Bitches. The Church of Steve. The Church of Beer und Wurst. The Church of the Poison Mind. In the Church of the Poison Mind. The Church of Rock and Roll. Mike TV's Church of Rock and Roll. Church of Perimenopause. Church of Blasphemy. Church of Nude Mermaids. Aren't they all? Well, I mean, they always seem to have a top. going, which that seems like cheating. Come on, let's listen. There's nothing to see, south of the equator. Let's free them up, mermaids, because nude mermaids are real. Says Ange, that is true. Get this with the church. Leave me the fuck alone. Honestly, I'll attend your church, Kathy, and I'll attend it from home. How about that? That's how I'm going to attend that. The Church of Netflix every night, Keith. Every fucking night. Germany has amazing sausages and mustard. They do, and then I need something else. I got to have something else. I will wake up in the morning and my face is like out to here with just salt. Hi, good morning. Guten Morgen, I say to myself. The Church of Locked Doors. Mike saying he's not in a month-long adventure. Yeah. The Church of John Madden, says Joe, if you want words of wisdom like, if you want to score some points, you got to get the ball in the end zone. John Madden really was the Yogi Berra of football, was he not? I used to love listening to John Madden. The Church of Latter Night Saints. Yeah, that's good. Churches. Ray says, he said the Church of Churches and Church's Chicken. The Church of No Magas, says my mom. Yes, let's all go there. The Church of Chicken, the Church of Cloves and Black Everything. Oh, yes, I believe I went to high school there. I worshiped there in high school. The Church of the Church, as in the band, the church. The Church of Atheism, the Church of LSD, the Church of XTC. Dear God, hope you got the letter, but these are all fabulous. Let's see I'm going to give this to my mom for the Church of No Magas. Wouldn't we all like to? We certainly would. Oh my goodness. Let's see how we're doing here. How are we doing on time? Yeah, okay, we're doing all right. Let's see. Lauro found this item here. This place posted a sign. Closed. Squirrel in building. It was apparently an incident enough to close the fucking building. There was a squirrel inside the building, so they had to close it down. Begging the question, why are you closed? Why are you closed? Do you have a squirrel in your building? Why are you closed? Did I don't even fucking know. I think this is this round of, Laura, is this round number 9? I want to say this is round number 9. Mm-hmm. The Church of Bacon, says Fuzz with the late breaking answer there. Under the Milky Way tonight, wish I knew what you were looking for. Top of the stage gets kind of empty. Sound of the dreams whiz with the light. I think about the loveless fascination under the Milky Way tonight. Hey, I could remember that. See, my brain shows up for certain things. It's good. This is round number 10. Oh, wow, this is round number 10. This is walks, as we used to say to our dog, Baxter. He would get so excited for walks. And then we were like, you want to go on walks? And he, would I? And then sometimes, to be cruel, when we're out on walks, like, you want to go out on walks? And he'd get excited all over again. And we would have to inform him, this is walks, bud. This is it. You're on walks. Why are you closed? Let's see. Debilitating self-doubt, says Mike. Sick of customers, says Fuzz. Sure. Lucky people, get out of my store. It's been a long 2026, man. We're just done. Exactly. Fuck this year. Let's see. Temporarily out of order. I'm closed for remodeling. A McFlurry machine still closed. For repairs, says my mom. Yeah, we're under new management. Remodeling until January 2029. Yes! Says Joe. I couldn't even. Yeah, I honestly, I've lost my ability to even on several days recently. We're fresh out of Fox, says Fuzz. Because when I open up, they respond, sir, this is a Wendy's. That works. I have shut down more idiots on like you responding to, any number of things that I have posted on Reddit or on TikTok or whatever. They're like, and I'm like, sir, this is Wendy's. They don't have a response. It's glorious. It's taking longer than expected for the parts to get into proper shape. Ran out of democracy. Oh shit! These are all fantastic. I think I got to give it to Joe though for remodeling until January 2029. Dear Laura, do we have an outright winner on tonight's show, or do we need to go into extra innings, as it were? Oh, he's cooking now. Watch out. Oh, there's smoke coming off this thing. Can't do it anymore. Do we have my glasses are dirty because it's 5:01. Exactly. Actually, it's 5 o'clock and 1 second. Close it. Get out. All of you get out. We are no longer open. I don't know. Seriously, who got the first point? Was it Tim? I think Tim got the first point. Tim, do you recall? I want to say I gave the first point to Tim. So, my guess is, because we almost never do, I'm guessing that we don't have an outright winner on the broadcast here tonight. So I'm just going to go ahead and wind up and get us ready for a tiebreaker round. So let's see. Oh yeah. So let's just do the tiebreaker anyway, just for fun. Let's do it because we'll say that we did. It was Tim. Yeah, it was Tim on the first round. Okay. What is the first question, Kathy? You know me better than that, girl. I only move forward. All right. So Kathy and Joe are tied. Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, so we're going to know extra innings here, kids, as we are wont to do on this fine broadcast. Laura found this item here. Boom. This is wood chopping board. Wipe clean only. Wipe up spills immediately to avoid staining. Do not soak. Do not use as a chopping board. Don't do it. Don't use your wood chopping board as a chopping board. Listen, it turns out I've been using blank all wrong. Oh, my goodness. My goodness gracious. It turns out I've been using blank all wrong. Oh, kids. This has been an absolute blast and a total diversion, and in many ways, precisely what this young and by young I mean not young at all gentleman needed. At what point are you old? I'm 57, and I know that like 50 was 7 years in the rear view. So I know that one can get older. I'm not disputing that, but like. I think I would have said when I was younger that 57 was quite old. Quite old. And now that I'm here, not so much. It doesn't feel like it anymore. So, I had asked this question on the Gen X subreddit, and somebody said, whatever age I'm at, plus 20 years. That's when you get old. That's exactly when you get old. Let's see. So it turns out I've been using condoms all wrong, says Joe. Joe, yeah, I think QED, my friend. My pee pants, says Ange. Summer's Eve makes me feel fine, says Carrie. My life, says Scott. Today's, says Ray. Is there a wrong way to use today's? I mean, we know what their function is, evolutionarily speaking. Let's see. NyQuil. Fuzz has been using NyQuil all wrong. You're supposed to drink the whole thing. That's how you actually get the effect. Executive function, says Carrie. This country, says my mom. 57 is not old, says Kathy. The internet, says Keith. Spam. Pornhub. All right, kids, time for you to vote. Right now, start to vote on who you think had the funniest response. If it turns out I've been using blank all wrong, we'll start voting. Meow. It's got right about meow. Jam Records. That's my ad rock impression. So this is the point where I switch into my sports guy voice and I start to raps. Jeez. Good night, everybody. Good night. I'll start to wax rhapsodic about the gameplay tonight. We had some exceptional gameplay, and we had people stay all the way through for tonight's broadcast and competition. We had everybody went the distance tonight, and of course, the winner of tonight's contest will win themselves either a pair of oversized underpants, which you can pee in if you want to, or some socks, or potentially some socks. Really up to you. And we're getting right down to that back up. Okay. Who? Let's see. But my response here, 2-2. Oh, Mike, no! You are hilarious. Rapel's the winner. Congratulations, Rapel. Oh, my goodness. Okay, kids. Well, this has been absolutely delightful, as I said. And it's today's by a mile. That sounds like a racehorse. It's coming around the final turn, finding the last one to stretch. It's titties by a length. All right, so kids, listen, I do want to say very sincerely, this has been a fucking shitty ass week for all of us, for our country, for all that shit. But I will reiterate what I said at the top of the broadcast tonight. In case you came late, I'll say it again. For real, this is what it is all about to me. Like, you know, during times like this, the thing that's going to fucking save us is community. It's going to be each other. We are the chosen family. My mom and I treat it like gospel. The toast that we cribbed from Ted Lasso from the Christmas episode, which we watch every year. It's delightful. It is to the family that you're born to and the family that you make along the way, and you are all the family that we've made along the way. We're going to get through this together, and so everybody hang in there. Ideally, we will have a better week this week, and yeah. So listen, I love you guys. It was so wonderful to have you all here, and we will see you next week.